Hello viewers, this is Jack Frost and Synesist. Today we're going to be doing a welcome tour in Shroud of the Avatar. This is the 0.5 release, halfway through release 17, so another week and we will end up with release 18. Today we're going to be joined by Lazarus from NBNN. I am also from NBNN. In the channel with us we have Themalock from Pax et Veritas, Harry Underworld from the Britannian Mining Company, and today's welcome quest is led by Winfield from Paxlayer, who's finishing up a few last minute notes. The event should start in about 35 seconds or so, so just bear with us as we get last minute things taken care of. Like Lazarus zoning to me. As you can see, we've got quite a crowd around us today. Luca would like to say that I'm a monster.
User joined your channel.
Timo?
Edward.
Yeah, I'm off for a while and watching Mad Max in the cinema. We see you later.
But the welcome quest's starting now, aren't you a part of that?
I don't know if
yeah, we're gonna
we're
gonna go to the memorial cemetery in 10 minutes.
Okay, and the problem is the cinema film starts in 1 hour. I have to go now.
Okay, well we can do it on your behalf. Wish you could be there.
Yeah, wish to. I thought it was earlier, so yeah. Sorry for that.
Alright, no problem.
Now we'll run it. This is good. Okay. Actually, I have my speech ready.
Timo, do you want access to my memorial caretaker?
No, it's okay. I'll handle it on this account.
Okay. Wish you guys fun.
Alright, see you when you get back.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
I can't remember all the names of the different graveyards, by the way. I'll see if Galus can.
And we are live.
I've been live.
Yes, I know that. And Winfield is getting ready to make his speech, is that correct?
And he's using the Soda Speakeasy program, which can be downloaded from sodagamer.com/SSE.
Okay, so Themo, you might want to do some jumping jacks so people know where you are. Say, I am Themo. Themalock.
And I have abs. You must include I have abs.
And I have abs. Okay. Alright, here we go. Got my speech. I can read this because it's automated. Welcome everyone to the official Welcome Quest. Duke Gregor, by mandate of Royal Warrant, hosts this event 2 times per month. I'm a guest host this time as Duke Gregor is on holiday. I'm Winfield, the governor of Paxlair. Welcome everybody. This quest was created by the players for the players. It is created as a way for people to visit many player-ran locations. It involves each town and establishment to give the quest person some information and then instructions to go to the next location, a town or establishment, to do something. The goal is for our towns and establishments to showcase their places, educate the people, and work with other player-ran towns and establishments. We start today here in Soltown to meet new people entering New Britannia. So all are invited to join this quest for the next 2 hours. In fact, if you come on our quest, we will give you a broken torch and turn it into a unique blue welcome torch at the end. And actually during the quest you can get a broken torch if you come in the middle of the quest. If you want such a torch, please trade now with Themo Locke over here. He will give you a broken torch, and yes, it is actually broken, you cannot use it. Then you'll follow our quest and at the end trade to him for a blue welcome torch. So trade with Themo Locke now as I explain more. The welcome quest today will go to several places. If anyone ever gets lost or finds himself in another instance, just zone to Winfield. We start here in Soltown today to honor all new people in New Britannia. Welcome to everyone. After this we will go to Ash Haven to visit a big, actually a huge memorial cemetery. Lord British, Darkstar, and Chris, the technical director of Portalarium, had a special tour last week, and they were very impressed and thoughtful about this memorial cemetery you're about to see. We are honored to have Edward Newgate here today to lead us to the memorial cemetery in a moment. Actually, Edward has had to go, so we will get you there as well. For it was Edward's idea, his effort with the help of 4-Beat to decorate, and he gave the tour to Lord British. After Ash Haven, we go to the Islands of Wonders, which is currently hosted in Paxlair. We will see the amazing maze. The maze has been around for many months and helps us test how this realm holds up. Don't blame the maze. It is very creative, as are all the people of the Islands of Wonders. Then we will go to the Radio City in Paxlair, hosted by Amber Rain. Radio City is presenting the Avatars Radio and the New Britannia Theatre Troupe, which should be having another play soon, I hope. Both are extremely creative groups and performers and artists. Then we will visit the Britannia Mining Company in Mariston, another town, where they have established their town in this release. BMC was just honored with a royal warrant from Lord British for exceptional events and community involvement. Congratulations to BMC. In fact, it's really hard to get a royal warrant from Lord British, so congrats. Then we head back to Paxlair to wrap things up for the welcome quest. So now, soon, we'll walk to Ash Haven, up the road a bit, it's not far. And if anyone gets lost, just zone to me, Winfield, or whisper to me and I'll tell you how to get there. Alright, that is my introductory speech. And Themo, is everybody still trading with you?
Yeah.
I collected my broken torch. I hope I was near one of the first people.
I've gotten mine as well.
So this voice section, is it live?
Yes, it is. And
Yes, we are live on NBN.
Winfield, Katrina Beckers says that she thinks there's someone with a question.
Oh, somebody has a question.
And that's in-game.
I probably missed it.
Handing these out might take a while.
I'll ask.
I'm having to explain how to accept trades to some of the newer people.
That's good. We have plenty of time.
While we're doing that, initiating trade is actually relatively simple. You can just right-click on a person and select trade, or you can just, if you have that person targeted, do /trade as well.
Yeah, if you've been on the welcome quest before, you can. We certainly want you to come along because it's new content every time, and you can get us another welcome torch as you get another broken torch. Pretty soon you'll be able to hang all these on your wall. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Actually, you can hold. Can you hold two at once? I don't think so.
Now, would you explain to the folks what the welcome torch is and how it sticks with the character?
Oh, certainly. So it is a specially created item by the developers, specifically for this Royal Warranted quest. So back in Release 7, we started this, and they gave us these special blue tinted torches. And the idea is that if you go through this quest, at the end you'll get this unique torch. Now, it's not part of your account. It is regenerated after a wipe through the developers if they so choose to continue to provide us with these torches. So they do not stay with your account or character between any particular wipes. But as long as the release is up, for 2 or 3 releases, you'll have this welcome torch in your inventory. So it is simply a way that the developers are experimenting with us, where they create special items for player groups who have proven themselves, or they're under a royal warrant, which means they've proven themselves, that they can get these special items properly and use them properly for increasing awareness in the game, popularity, all that good stuff.
All good info. And I see we have the marvelous Amber Rain joining us today.
We have quite a few people here.
Good morning.
Hey, Amber.
See the wonderful picture.
Good morning, Amber.
Good morning, Jack.
So we are awaiting everybody getting their halves of the torch right now. Is that correct?
Yeah. Female people still trading with you, right?
Yeah, I've handed out about 25 so far. It's slowed down now. Might have got everybody.
Okay.
Are we going to be walking to Ash Haven, or are we going to be zoning to someone in Ash Haven?
I think we're going to walk and see what happens. Or is that's going to be hard, because people will come out of here and zone to different places.
It'll separate because the overland counts as an instance. We won't be in one group unless everyone zones.
Okay.
All right, let me get the town drunk there. Actually, yeah, let me run the town drunk there real quick. He's such a drunkard.
No, it's
lazy
fine.
guy.
This is live. This channel is being streamed live, but you're more than welcome to hang here.
I am probably the last person who's worried about being streamed live. I just didn't want to interrupt anything.
Stringed alive.
It's the ultra shy DJ, Miss Amber Rain.
Ultra
Right?
shy.
I think she's
Yeah, she
afraid
is
of
a
what
shy
The
people are
one
going
that
to say.
hides behind a spoon. Nobody sees me. I hide behind a spoon.
But there is no spoon.
Oh, there's a spoon. And you know it even more when it's embedded in thy forehead.
I will take your word for it.
Alright. No one's asking for a torch now. I think we might have everyone covered.
Okay, just a minute.
We're waiting for Town Drunk to get into position.
He's stumbling his way off to the next location.
Luckily, there are no taverns en route.
He was looking, though. He was looking.
He's entered into
You know,
the
they ought to
dry
have-
county.
That's right. They ought to have, you know, like when you go through a certain forest, you get pulled into pubs. And that would be cool.
I notice
That would be interesting.
Crackers McCrazy Pants still exists.
Actually, the whole D-Bad Guild still exists, and it's only going to be growing from what I heard.
Yeah.
Is there actually a D-Bad guild now?
There has been for almost a month since Kazan and I had our first D-Bad service. Crazy Cracker Pants guy there, he was born or arrived on this part of the Rift that day, and the guild was formed the same day.
Cool beans. Now, while we're waiting, if you don't mind me asking, what was today's sermon on?
Oh, everybody
Hope
can
and
zone to
positive
Town
thinking.
Drunk right now. Zone to Town Drunk.
Already,
And,
we're zoning.
and Amber, go ahead. Sorry to step on you.
Oh, no,
No problem.
all right. We're here for the welcome quest. The service today was all about positive thinking, finding the positives in every negative, but most importantly on hope and keeping your hope up for the charities, for anything, because being negative is just going to bring you down. But if you're positive thinking, you're going to be happy all the time.
This is
Oh,
my
good
first
news.
time in Ashhaven. Well, I gotta say, it's wow.
If you haven't experienced this yet, wait till you see what you're about to experience. This is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. I was here when they did the tour with Lord British and Dark Star, and it was very solemn.
Until Sophie starts dancing a jig. It's unfortunate that Edward wasn't able to stay and give us the narration of this instance.
So, people still in Soul Town or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we can get everybody grouped up. We're at the Sunset Rock location. This is actually the same type of scene that Valemark is based on. We're overlooking the middle meadow, which they have taken a couple of village lots, turned it into a single city-sized lot. And so we're overlooking a city-sized lot that has village lots around it and some town lots.
And Sophie is dancing a jig in a tuxedo, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that what I'm seeing?
I think we've
Yeah,
got about
people are still
10 more
amazing
people to
build.
zone.
Okay.
And just
Oh,
based
that
off the
looks
numbers that
interesting.
were in Soul
I'm
Town
still here.
before.
I'm just making sure everyone knows how to zone. That should be just about everyone. Alright, I'm coming over there now.
Okay, I can do a quick little speech of what this is all about. But I'll do it in text.
Okay. I'll read it since you'll be typing it. Welcome everyone to Ashhaven.
User disconnected from your channel.
A memorial cemetery for all of New Britannia. Edward Newgate designed this cemetery, and it is huge.
Yeah, with a little help, but at least 90% of this was all done by Edward.
Oh yeah. The help of 4B and others, this is now a reality and shown to Lord British and more. I assume people donated their lot deeds to Edward to actually bring this to fruition.
Yeah, there was a group that, people had to claim the lots for him to decorate as well, because during pre-alpha you can only own 3 properties at a time.
Yes.
But there was a lot of
Yes,
donations.
that does.
Yeah, many people donated pledge items and stuff they'd bought from the add-on store, gold, time. So it was a bit of a group effort.
This is beyond impressive. How long are we going to stay here?
What did
Oh,
Athanol
it's
ask?
just phenomenal.
He's with us.
Now, I
Okay.
do know that Edward did have a public request out for the pledge item, the Edelberry bush.
He did.
Yes, because they're the only thing.
They're kind of rare. Yeah,
Yeah,
the devs can't give us that.
they're the only thing he can use to put flowers on the graves. That's why he was asking people for them.
User in your channel timed out.
I will need to make sure that the next time that I see him that I do give him mine.
We'll be here for about 15 minutes. We're
User
running a little
entered your
behind,
channel.
but we're okay. We're short one town anyway, I think.
And that was me randomly being kicked by my own TeamSpeak server. It happens.
Is your TeamSpeak server, the IP, also in Australia, or is this one in stateside?
No, it's in Australia. It's a mystery. I've had many people try to fix this. It's a complete mystery. It on research, it's only started happening with TeamSpeak 3 and Windows 7 and 8 users. But not everybody, so who knows. It's also worth mentioning, we tried to get this up in about 2 days, and on the second day there was a bug which placed every single one of these walls in a big pile at the front of the lots, and the whole place had to be rebuilt a second time.
And this is giving me chills, just like walking through a real cemetery.
So in the large city lot is kind of like the royalty family, whoever royalty is.
And that section's actually Winfield's family plot.
Yeah, right now. And then we're actually experimenting with crypts on the dead end road to the east. I'm headed there now.
Sometimes when
Once.
it's... Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, sometimes right on dusk, there's a mist that rolls across the graveyard as well. Looks awesome.
Oh, you're right. They've added the misting. And this layout here is like a big memorial. They were able to figure out how to go ahead and make these things look, perfectly aligned.
They did an awesome job. They really did.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic.
And just to remind the folks, everything you're seeing here in these lots has been placed by the players with items
right,
that are
using-
available in the game.
Yep, in the game, items, very creative, very imaginative. And down at the dead end road here, we've been working on crypts. We don't have enough to really decorate crypts yet.
Oh, and I see you're using row houses for the crypts.
Yeah, this is the closest thing that Edward can come up with to make it look like a crypt. And I have access here so I can actually open the doors. But there's really not much inside yet.
I think he blocked the doors off.
He did.
Yeah.
But I'll open up this one on the end anyway.
Need to run a little bit to play catch up.
How did my cape get in a knot? That's an outrage.
Shake a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny how they do that.
People are scattered to the four winds. I don't know how we're going to gather them all up again.
Oh yeah. And just run around town and say zone to the next location.
I don't know how much item limit was hit.
I don't think we hit item limit anywhere.
I think the closest was the 4B maze in Paxlayer. Thanks to net.
Oh no, I mean here. Everywhere else we always hit the item limit. In fact, I think the only one here that hit the item limit is the smaller 4B maze that's up on top of the hill there. "4B has many mazes."
Looks like we have perfect timing for a sunset, maybe. Well, probably not.
Well,
Still probably 10 minutes away.
funny thing with that, at the moment, for some people it'll be night and others it'll be day. They're having
Oh, really?
Yeah. It happened when they raised the cap on players per instance.
And when did they do that?
This release.
So it's no longer 64?
I don't know the exact details. I know Paxlayer's got twice at least that limit. I think we were at 110 or 120 soft cap, and more people can zone in.
If we can send someone on ahead to Paxlair for zoning.
I'm on it. Where do you want everyone to arrive? City Square?
It'll be the 4B maze.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
One of the devs is on because someone just flew past in the air.
So are other people seeing a sunset now? I am. Starting.
Yes, I'm watching the sun.
I'm still a few
Okay.
minutes away from the sunset.
Yeah, it hasn't hit the mountain yet. Looks like we're in the same time instance.
You see the birds flying by the sun.
Yes, my first set of birds is just exiting the sun right now.
I'm at the maze now, by the way.
Okay, we'll be there in about 5 minutes. Always good to watch a sunset when you get a chance to.
Never pass up a sunset. It's a good rule to live by.
It really is. Time to relax with your significant drink or other. And praise the
I
day.
lived on the west coast of Florida for a while, so I took advantage of many a good sunset.
Nice.
Watching it go down over the Gulf of Mexico.
I actually find myself doing that a lot in this game, just sitting on a rock looking at stuff, like the little flocks of birds flying around and sunsets.
So I went mountaineering in the North Cascades near Seattle when I was a kid. I was like 16 years old. And this actual setting right here looks very similar to when we happened to be up on a ridgetop, at 7, 8 in the evening, and the sun was going down. We were looking down into a very beautiful valley with the other ridgeline just beyond it, looking straight west. We immediately, pulled out our gorp. We pulled out a couple of trail biscuits, sat down, and said, "We're not hiking anymore until this sun goes down." And we just sat there, and our instructors were with us. Said, "You got it. We're here," and it was beautiful.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I gotta agree. I've spent several days sitting on one of the beaches here, just watching the moon and the sun rotate through its cycle, and it's just amazing if you just sit there and just watch the graphics.
Even when you're sitting on the beach watching the sunset, it's amazing how everything just comes to a standstill as the sun begins to descend. In game,
And then we're going to have
in real life.
Exactly, and then we're going to have much to contemplate with the stars and the constellations they may form.
I think a lot of us are really looking forward to that. That's going to make the game even that much more interesting. Having celestial events and holidays based on the movements of the stars and the moons. I mean, just incredible stuff coming down the line for this game.
Yep.
Now, I know somebody asked the day about seasons. Did they go into seasons? I don't recall.
They will be. Chris was working on the tech for that. Chris is one of the developers.
And I think that's what's holding up fishing, because fishing will be based on seasons or the weather or something. And that's okay. Hold up fishing. It's got to be done right.
We want it to work. That's right.
You cannot go fishing until the fish are ready.
Hey, we've got those quotes from 3 of the developers now, including Lord British, Darkstar, and Chris, all saying fishing is the single most important feature for the game.
They are convinced.
Well, I think you've given them enough reason to be convinced.
I thought it was your book of mushrooms.
Well, that too. The mushrooms have a silent following, but it is extremely well known within the development team. The followers of mushrooms.
And how many people can say that they lead parties of people on fishing expeditions on a weekly basis where there are no fish?
I don't know,
In order
maybe
to
the town
equip
drunk?
your fishing rod, you have to be in war mode.
That's right. Because you're attacking the fish, of course.
I prefer to use the dynamite to fish. It's much more sporting.
We may have to get people to rezone once they zone here to actually load the maze properly. There's seems to be a bit of a glitch.
Okay.
And if they're taking people into the basement, streamers may not want to move at all for like 30 seconds because there's, I don't know, something like 40,000 skulls placed down there and it takes a little to load.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
So my abysmal frame rate will be even more abysmal.
You may get a frame per minute.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Ah, it's worth it. It looks fantastic.
Just love that color change. As the sun dips behind the mountains.
It's getting dark in Pax Lair right now too, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they've done a lot
So
really well with this game so far, and I think Sunrise and Sunsets are one of them.
kind of takes your breath away.
I think it's the biggest reason that a lot of people keep forgetting how much of an early stage the game's in. They keep comparing it with fully finished and polished other games because it runs so smooth already.
That happens to be a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, when I hear people say, well, this isn't like this isn't like that, and I always gotta just tell them 2 words: pre-alpha. Shroud of the Avatar is in pre-alpha. Everything you're seeing is subject to change.
And this is one of the very few games that allows you access to pre-alpha. The game is not feature complete, and there are bugs. We won't deny that. It's still fun to play.
Oh, it's fantastic just seeing the game being built around you without it breaking. It's there's been no actual downtime of the game server with any of the changes they've made, which is amazing in itself.
That is correct.
Okay, we're zoning to
And
net,
I'm
right?
watching the moon come up here.
Yep, net's online.
I've already begun the
Yeah,
zoning process.
Yeah, there's
Yep, let's get everybody zoned over.
And the only major breakage that I can think of was the PAX layer breakage, where it just allowed us to do a protest on the overworld map while they fixed it.
Yeah.
And so we danced. I think there was
PAX
25 of us dancing.
PAX Layer itself is a experiment in progress.
Yes, PAX Layer is the first player-owned town in-game. It is the pre-alpha test of player-owned towns.
And we've broken it a couple of times already. At least twice we've broken things.
Sorry.
Well, that's the whole idea, is to test it and overload it and see how it stands up to usage. Might I ask, what is it that you all managed to break?
So we had too many containers in a single area that the server
I heard about the
treats
container thing,
containers
yes.
differently.
You can thank Net for that.
About that.
Tornado. What's that?
You can thank Net for that. And
Oh, we can
Maze.
thank this maze right here, because look at all the wardrobe containers up there. That's why they're going to make some blocks for release 18 to replace the need to have wardrobes.
Which is what Net has wanted for 6 months, so he's happy.
Right.
All
So
he
the
has-
more we do, the more we break, the faster they do
User
certain
in your channel
things.
timed out.
Thema Lock will be rejoining us real quick.
Okay, so it looks like who's in charge here?
Athanil seems to be providing some instructions.
User entered your channel.
I think we're getting everyone here.
Yeah, what's a hi-hi? I was just going to ask that question, but somebody else said it.
Probably a food of some sort?
It's German for haha, I think.
Yes, but who knows what it means in Japanese? Let's hope it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. He said he wanted to eat a hi-hi.
Wants to eat everything.
If you're in Hawaii, you should definitely eat the poo-poo platter.
Poo-poo.
Yes. It is actually food.
Oh, it's just a bunch of finger food.
Yeah, that's it. And the speaker for 4B is going to be...
Net, I dare say.
Okay, net. I have net targeted right now. Okay, hello all, and let me introduce you to Island of Wonders. Island of Wonders is a player-owned town by Seoul and focused on providing entertainment. A bit like an amusement park-themed city. It will be inhabited by some of the best decorators in New Britannia and offer many wonders. The biggest one will be the giant maze, even bigger than the one before you here.
And they have pointed out that it's islands of wonders, so it's going to be more than one.
Very nice.
Connected by little ships. Who knows?
Okay. I will not have a long speech today. Instead, let's use the time we have and explore the maze. You have about 20 minutes to get on top. If the maze hasn't changed, I should be able to get up on top in about 5 minutes.
So I've gone through their mazes before, and I'm a very meticulous, turn left kind of guy. And then I'm like, then when I get turned around, I'm like, start over.
Now, Net specifically designs his mazes to trap people that meticulously do the turn left, turn left.
See? It's frustrating for me. I think even Lord British, on the first time we went through the maze, the wardrobe maze in Pax Lair, he says, what is the best strategy? Should we do the clockwise movement through a maze? And I think that's when Net went, oh, I'm going to trap a lot of people who do that.
Yeah. He's notorious for not just doing a small dead end, he'll make you think that you're almost finished the maze and then you come to a dead end.
I know. It's like you're right close to the top and you're not there. Or you end up having to go all the way to the basement again or the bottom floor, and then you're like, did I just backtrack or what? So it's three-dimensional, this maze. So once you get into the wardrobes, you could be up, down, left, right, and not knowing whether you're making progress or not. It's extremely
Also,
confusing.
Since I'm already on the second floor of the maze, or third floor, depending on how you look at it, he also designs little traps in the maze as well. So the floor, you may just end up running right through it.
Yeah. You may, and that might be by intent. You have to go down, or you have to jump over.
Yes.
And then it takes you forever to get back up to that spot again to try the second round. I'm like, oh man. It's a great achievement once you get through it and you know how to do it.
Oh yeah, I know how to do it, so unfortunately I'm kind of cheating. I'm not in it for the money. I just want to see who can get up here faster than me.
You can
And
donate.
I want to just say hello to Luca Melahan for joining us in channel on Twitch today. She's telling us, oh no, not the maze. Apparently she doesn't have good experiences with the maze. I don't try and do the mazes because my poor core is just terrible in this game, as everybody tells me.
Well, if you actually look at my screen, you can actually see holes in the floor to where if you fall down, you're going to be starting from the beginning.
Ah, yes.
And I have fallen down there before. So there are several of them.
And while they're finishing up with that, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I will be right back.
Yes, Ned did say that I am the first to reach the roof, and that he thinks that I practice. That is true, because as a streamer for the events, I have fallen down many times, and I have to keep on getting up and coming back to it. So Net is aware of this. I just said it again. So sometimes the best way to start is from the outside and do it all over again. But I am one of the streamers, so I have more knowledge than most people about this maze. Now they're giving people 5-10 minutes to get to the top. Let's see if anybody else can do it. So I could probably do it a couple times before most people figure it out. and that's only because I was escorted through the maze the first time. And there is a 10K prize for whoever can do it.
Yeah, I saw somebody say that. I wasn't sure if they were actually for real or not.
Yes, it is Net, and he is deadly serious about that. Now, so far, every time I've streamed the 4B maze, I have fallen to my death from the top within the first 5 minutes of the event starting. We'll see if the trend continues.
So you're almost to the top?
Oh, I've already been to the top. I'm all the way back
Oh,
at the entrance
okay.
now. I'm standing beside you.
Oh. Tells you how observant I am.
See, I'll even jump in front of you.
Heh.
Hold on, I'll practice my
Yeah,
Themo
I see
move.
You're doing the bouncing thing. Oh, yeah, okay. I got it.
I do not have the abs of Themo though.
No. Nobody does.
Well, I think Bucks
A
might.
fascination.
User in your channel timed out.
And there goes Themo again. See, Themo's experience with TeamSpeak for his TeamSpeak server is like mine with Mumble.
No rhyme or reason.
So we're getting the sunrise in Paxler now. I bet it looks great from up where Net's at.
User entered your channel.
Net has increased the prize from 10K to 20K. I think I might take him up on that. Here, let's see how
So
long
no
it
one
takes.
has succeeded yet?
I have. Here, I'm
Except you?
gonna go succeed again just to do it. Now, if you can actually follow my screen
Yeah.
while I'm running and zooming in and out, that will actually be really an accomplishment.
So, a little bit of Paxler design trivia. If you look to the east where the sun is rising, we originally had that as north. So once they threw the template into design, if you look to the south and north, it would not be such a dramatic sunset and sunrise. And that's when the developer said, let's rotate it 90 degrees. And we said, okay. So they will work with these towns to make the best visuals possible.
And that is all thanks to the main man, Hutch.
He is the main man, Hutch.
Now,
In fact,
did-
behind us we see this park here with the fountain and everything. That is not a player lot. That is all created by the developers to fill in a big blank space where we did not have any houses.
Okay, if you actually look back at the maze, you can see that I'm already on the inside, on the second level inside.
Oh yeah. Arrows! Arrows.
Yes, this is what happens when he says that he increases the prize to 20K. I will start the entire maze again.
I sweetened the pot by 10k, by the way.
Okay. Nemo, you can just give me all your money right now.
No! He's
User
part of our
joined your
banking
channel.
system.
Yeah, I've got all the money.
He's got everything.
Hello.
Hey, Tari. This channel's actually streaming, by the way.
Yep, so
no
no
stranger to being
insulting.
alive.
And when you come into this this particular channel on Themo server, you have to say one word. What is it?
Fish.
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 And we see Jack making his way all the way up to the top here.
I am 2 jumps away from the winning
Two
again.
jumps.
Because there are two jumps. I have made the last jump.
Looks like most people gave up. Oh no, I see a few people in there.
Okay, so I have made it again. And I think Lock Fires is a little bit lost. Okay, so the fastest way down from the top is to jump. Look at that.
You did
Someone-
not die?
I did.
Oh, okay.
1 sec, I'll see if I can find you.
If you go straight into the maze, I made it all the way
I
to
gotcha.
there. Now, is that an impressive jump or what? I mean, this is the coolest maze. The fact that you actually sometimes have to go down in order to go up. He takes the premise of you must take a left turn to go right. I think he modeled this after Washington, D.C. Geography that does not make sense.
See, Ned doesn't need locks for his doors, for his lots. He can just build one of these to get into his home. He may have finally accomplished his unbeatable maze.
It's not unbeatable. I've seen several people get to the top before. For some reason, people are struggling. Normally, he gives a little bit clearer directions that sometimes you actually have to jump on things in order to go up and down, and sometimes you have to fall in holes. So he does give clues at other events.
Because there's a few people in there that really want that 20k. I can see them stuck inside.
Yes. I think it's funny that whenever you're on the outside, you can see their torches going through bleeding through at times, which is always funny.
Yeah. Oh, Sophie's up there.
Yep, we got time. We got about 5-7 minutes at least. We're in no rush. This group seems to be very casual. I mean, if people from this kind of group can stand and play 3 hours of human chess, or one of the pawns never moved, and you never saw him go AFK
Yeah.
for 3 hours of chess.
When did this happen?
This was, what, 4 releases ago, and it was a human chessboard with rugs. And I got to
That's
play
funny.
the Lord British side, and Amber, I think, was the Dark Star side.
Oh, Winfield, that's what we could do on that city lot.
Yep, we could set that up. It was I think it was on a city lot, or maybe a town, but yeah, we could do that. And Athanol could then decorate it with all kinds of rugs. The Rugman.
Well, we could use the small black and white pavers now.
Yeah, if we purchase enough.
There you go.
Well, Bowen got enough of the big ones for his ballroom. There should be small ones that went along with that stored somewhere. I'll look into it.
Yep, that's good. Or rugs, carpets. But yeah, we should make the city lot something extremely interesting, rather than just hand it out to somebody who just wants to put a big building up.
Ooh, Sir Corlin is on the top floor. He made it.
We have a winner.
Yes, he did.
Amber's lost in Paxley.
Yes. So what is the next location that we're going to?
We're going to zone to Amber Rain, because I think she's probably at her church, but I'm not sure. So we're going to zone to Amber Rain, but it's here in Paxlair.
Okay.
She just said on the radio that she's lost somewhere in Paxley, so might want to give her a minute.
Lost in Paxlair. That could be a television series. A Twitch series.
I get lost in Paxley every time I come here.
Now, yesterday there was an impromptu event, Rescue Lump Dizzle, who's also one of the streamers. He sent out a tweet and he was giving gold to whoever could find him before he was beheaded.
Where was he?
Unfortunately, he was on the lot right next door to my house, and the rope was not functioning on the guillotine, or guillotine, and so I released him.
Aha.
And while we're on the subject of the other streamers, let's not forget to mention that Rise Up Gaming is doing a fundraiser this month, along with Portalarium. Portalarium has tossed in their hat on this to support water.org. And Jack, would you mind telling us about a couple of the items available?
Yes, there are 3 items that can be purchased. It is a wishing well, a cloak, and a rain emote. You can buy the package deal for $40. A portion of those proceeds do go directly to water.org, and so far Dallas, the COO of Portalarium, has said that they've raised about $1,200 so far for water.org. Individually, each of the items comes out to be $45. I believe it's $20 for the wishing well, $15 for the cloak, and $10 for the emote. I think that adds up to $45.
And you can buy all 3 for $40, is that correct?
That is correct. Shroudoftheavatar.com, and just go into the add-ons and you can select the package there. If you'd prefer to donate directly to water.org, you may do that on their website as well.
Oh dear, who's that dead? Oh, too late to rest.
Oh, did he jump?
Yeah.
He tried to pull
No.
a Jack Frost. I don't think he got as far. I think I got some pretty good distance from my jump.
They seem to have disabled jump if you combine the sprint and dash skills, possibly to stop us from leaping halfway across towns.
I can only wish I had that problem. And for like the 4th time, I'm gotten disconnected out here.
Yeah, the maze. This is
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm very, very well aware of what's going on.
The maze does induce a little bit of a lag.
An issue which should be gone next release.
And Luca's reporting that she's almost at the top of the maze.
Oh, Dr. Shroud got up there too.
I think that's the first time that Dr. Shroud has made it to the top.
In fact, I've seen him give up on the 2nd last floor and go to sleep in there in the past.
Well, at last week's maze event, he gave up at least 3 times. But he always comes back for more.
So I finally figured out what that little icon is. Potential network trouble. Interesting.
Yeah, I got that a little bit ago, probably about half an hour ago.
I've
But
seen it so
it
many
didn't.
times, but every time I go to see what it is, it disappeared, and I have no idea what it was.
Which
Yeah, it's
icon are you referring to?
The potential network trouble that pops up in your upper right-hand corner.
What does the icon look like?
You know, it's hard to describe.
It's like a
It
broadcast.
Plus
looks like
on
a
something.
Wi-Fi or
Yeah,
something signal.
like a Wi-Fi thing.
Oh, okay. I don't believe I've seen it before.
Yeah, I
And
get
it
it all the
pops up
time
so
because I'm
quick.
on I'm on slow DSL, so I see that when I have multiple streams running.
At least now I know what it is, and it's not going to bug me anymore.
Oh, I still see Karen Wolf lost in there.
Oh, if they want people to jump off the top without dying, that's actually really easy if you go to the side of the building and go down the ponds.
No, that's Chaos trying to get people to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Looks like Luca made it. Oh, we gotta see Luca. Where is she?
I can't target her.
I don't know. Last report was almost to the top.
Alright, there's
I was
Ned. He's
waiting
at the
for a
top
reply
now.
in chat. Oh, and that's cheering for Luca to make it, so she must be close. Oh, she fell.
What?
Remember,
she's telling me.
there are 2 holes on the next to the top floor in order that you can possibly fall through. I've fallen through both of them.
What a bummer.
I see someone else up there.
Yeah, I
Is that
just
Doc?
saw someone before I got dropped.
That's Dr. Shred.
Yes, unfortunately, I have the maze memorized. And the maze will be here for at least 1 more week.
I love these ivy-covered walls. Bought them for my lot too. Oh my god! I just they made the whole maze out of that. Oh no, they're just hedges in between Yeah.
I see someone else's body down there. Okay, next stop is to zone the Amber Rain. So we shall do so. After I get to the top of the maze one more last time. The funniest thing is that I can't actually jump on the pawns on the side and get to the top. I have to actually go through the maze. For some reason the jumping just causes me all kinds of problems. So I am on top already.
Okay, and I'm out here at the zone to Amber Rain spot.
That is how long it takes me to get to the top of that maze. I love that maze. I think Net and Rhea are awesome for building it. Now we're at Amber Rains.
Yeah, we're on the east side of Slayer. There's a wooden bridge right behind us here. So this is it's actually right next to her Church of the Dark Star as well. And it's right next to one of those new Hobbit kind of buildings, which is really decorated well. So there's a lot to see in this neighborhood. Yeah, the house in the hill. So there's a lot to see in East Pax Lair. This is more rustic than the downtown area we were just in. So you can see in one large metropolis, you can have all these different neighborhoods that look and feel separately. You could even have little leaders. You could have leaders of these different little neighborhoods as well and form a town council, which we haven't done yet.
I don't know. I've already wrestled control of Darkridge. There you go.
And Richard Garriott, Lord British, just retweeted my tweet from earlier about streaming the release 17.5 welcome quest. So hopefully we'll end up with more people on our streams. I just love how every surface is a dancing surface in this game. I'm surprised that no one is dancing on Amber's table.
No, that would be insulting. I'm dancing on her piano, though.
Yes, dancing on the piano is not insulting, but dancing on her table is.
That's right. It's her table.
This is her representation buildings of Avatar Radio and the New Britannia Theatre Troupe. Amber Rain and her crew have a strong desire to bring entertainment not only to the radio but also to the stage, and together we exist only because of our wonderful community. Avatar's Radio was created on January 2014. At the time we came forth with just a place to feel closer to each other through music. But as time passed, we found our calling and a mission. Avatar's Radio radio of the avatars, for the community, by the community, and with the community of Shroud the Avatar in mind. You can access the Avatar's radio in-game if you have one of these Aether vibration amplifiers. Just double-click on it and it will activate. Fortunately, I do not stream that because it will actually end up causing Twitch to mute the channel for rebroadcast. Avatar's Radio is a self-supported and community-supported station, legally licensed and royalty-paid station serving both sides of the Lunar Rift. As we grow, so too does our responsibility to the legal paid side of things, which we happily cover from our own pockets. We thank those who have helped support us along the way. You have all helped to make magic continue to happen. Together, we bring you your events, your music, your artistry to live for the entire world of New Britannia to enjoy. As many of us know, our path to New Britannia for many is through the Lunar Rift. It is not by any surprise that many an Outlander come to New Britannia through their computers from a far-off place rumored to many people as Earth. With his arrival, our land was also filled with music from their lands, and with the help of the kobolds, we were able to create a wonderful device known as the Aether Amplifier. The Aether Amplifier will connect you to Avatar's Radio on a 24/7 basis, with live DJs and their own eclectic tastes in music and personalities. This wonderful device seen in the center of the table here is what the humans call a pledge reward for those of the developer level and above. Double click on it to make it work. Be sure that your in-game music and song volumes are up or it'll act like it does not work. It was created by Joviex and Bubonic with coding by Phoenix4. The website does and will always give access to everyone, no matter what pledge level you are. We are strongly in agreement that all homes should not be without a radio. Avatar's Radio does announce what is happening and where things are going, including who to zone to in order to get to those events. Announcements for upcoming events spotlighting the community twice a week, specifically on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And also commentary on many great events as the Brawls and other PvP events, classes, and role-playing events. As Avatar's Radio grew, so did our realization what would be our next step. Aethervision brings radio and TV to one place, with Golden Wing, the other owner of the station, joining the team. We created this concept that was first represented on our old website and has since now been embraced by the live stream team that are around us. Aethervision, where you can not only hear Avatar's Radio, but you can watch what is going on around our world at avatarsradio.net or aethervision.net. AETHERVISION.net. Remember, this stream is brought to you by NBNN, New Britannia Network. You can find us at nbnn.news.info. Lastly, Amber wants to say that our stage happened when we realized that we needed a place where all things could have a home to call its own, a centralized hub of entertainment. Radio City, entertainment capital of New Britannia. Radio City is planned to be a circle of entertainment circling all of the different facets of entertainment, from our large Lord of the Manor castle-sized club, Club AR, to the theaters, casinos, and taverns. We envision the entertainment facets of New Britannia to be encircling a giant moon tower with Avatar's Radio will be officed in the center of. I'd like to introduce everyone to where they can find more information about the Avatar's Radio and Radio City at avatarsradio.info, where there is a 24/7 radio for those that are not yet Dev Plus pledge level or above to enjoy that, which can be obtained in-game. Also, I'd like you to meet all the DJs, of whom without I could not have made any of this happen. From yourselves, the community, those wonderful voices arose and now share with you. Sorry, this wall of text is sometimes a little bit distracting. As of last week, we welcomed 7 new DJs into our family, bringing the total of those in the Avatar Radio family to 20. If you count our listeners as family as we do, we are 100 strong. Wolftam, Striker, Kazuto from Rise Up Gaming, Lumpdizzle from Gaming for Adoption, Kylie, creator of the new AR website, Sir Galawan, and still a couple more will be joining on Sunday. We're always welcome to more. Our newest voice is there. Many more have been with us for over a year. I, on behalf of our team, would like to thank you all for allowing us into your hearts and into your homes. It is you, the community, that help us continue to be able to do what we do. Without you, we would have no reason to do it. You make it happen. We thank you for allowing us to. And Amber is asking for people that have questions. If not, she'll pass things over to Gabriel Nightshadow to speak on other facets of Avatar's Radio, Radio City, Entertainment of New Britannia. And Gabriel Nightshadow is from the New Britannia Theater Troupe. Does anyone want to read his text for us? Or are we going to get stuck with my voice again?
I think we're going to be stuck with you again, Jack.
Okay.
I'm not much of the narrator.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Welcome, one and all. The New Britannia Theater Troupe was originally founded by Isiplis, I can't read his name, Lord Baldrith, Sir Style Teckle, Amber Rain, Nightstall, Time Lord, and myself, to showcase the writing, acting, and musical talents of the Soda community. We invite community members to submit stories, which can be directed to whatever, or Lord Baldrith. I cannot speak Greek, so I'm going to have to forgo saying his name correctly. As well as original music for those and those... I can't do this anymore. For those stories which made some...
Luke is cheering you on the MDNN channel.
Yes. Where was I? As well as original music for those and the stories, which may be submitted to Amber Rain. Depending on the length and number of characters, the stories may be presented as either audio recordings, either by the author or a member of our voice cast, audio plays featuring members of our talented voice cast, or theatrical productions performed live in-game by a full cast. These are broadcast on Avatar's Radio. The scripts and audio files are later posted on the Echoes from the Caverns website. Audio files may be found on Amber Rain Watt's SoundCloud. Video recordings of theatrical productions are later presented on the Mad Hermit's website. We have several exciting projects coming up, in addition to several short in-game theatrical productions by Wombi. There are more audio plays in the works, which are part of the Darkness Saga.
Those plays are fantastic, by the way, for those that haven't caught one yet.
I have yet to catch one. but I look forward to my first one. I hear that they've worked on synchronizing the audio stream on Avatar's radio as well as what's being said in game, to almost be exact.
Yes.
Sorry, I need to go back to the voice. I am also happy to announce the addition of a new member of our writing staff. You already know her as a fine actress and music supervisor, but now Amber Rain will soon make her debut as a playwright. The New Britannia Theatre Troupe looks forward to presenting her plays, many of which will focus on members of her bloodline. We look forward to see each and
I can
every
hear.
one of you at our future theatrical productions or listening parties for our audio plays. Thank you all for coming.
You hear one lone person clapping.
I had to kill the emotes because it was distracting me from seeing what was actually on the wall of text. Now, Dr. Shroud did have a question earlier about communicating via IRC with the members of the Avatar's Radio as well as the New Britannia Theatre Troupe. They used to have an applet on their website that was an IRC chat, and Amber says that there will probably be an IRC integrated into the website at a future date.
What's our next stop, by the way, Winfield?
Our next stop is to zone to Harry Underworld. Harry, are you ready out there? Yes, he's going to be in another town.
Yeah, if you guys want me to speak, I can.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, you're ready to zone?
Yeah, we're all ready for you.
Okay, we'll be there in a minute or two.
Yeah, as long as no one makes fun of my narrating, that'll be all good.
Ezekiel couldn't make it in, Harry.
No, not that I've seen. I'll probably paraphrase some of the speeches, but it'll get through.
That's fine.
Now, Laz, I see that you're just restarting right now. Were a couple questions in chat about Avatar's Radio as well as the New Britannia Theatre Group. The Amber wants to specify that the Avatar's Radio is not just led by her, but it is a community and a shared community, and that is symbolized by the round table instead of being a square table.
Yeah, I
And-
caught all that.
Yes. And work is, as far as the theater troupe goes, work is reviewed and finalized before it's put on the radio by Gabriel and Wombi. Sorry. For scripts or stories, that's done by Essel Pius Pius. Asclepius. I don't know how to say his name. Or Lord Baldriff. Does anybody know Greek?
You got it right that time.
Which one? Which one? I said it like 50 times.
Asclepius.
Okay. Yeah. I'll mess it up in about 5 minutes. The newest member of Avatar's radio is actually Dinsu and White Witch.
Who has actually changed his name to Chaos Darkbane.
Yes. So White Witch is now Chaos Darkbane?
Yes.
Okay. I know that in-game he's going to get married to Sophie.
Yes.
I don't know exactly when their wedding will be, but it will be happening. Oh yes, Amber Rain does have to thank Materio for building the Shroud of the Avatar community app, which is available for iOS and as well as Android. I have the Android version and it works beautifully for streaming Avatar's radio.
As do I. It's very, very, very nice app by Materio.
It is also in alpha or beta, and he is currently integrating more features. You can also connect to the Shroud of the Avatar IRC channel, as well as look at the community calendar. Lord British and Darkstar both endorse the use of it. They've given Materio a royal
Yes, they
warrant
do.
for that.
Is
And
that-
actually, the ONBE.
I was going to say, he got the 1B, correct.
Yeah. And it is time for us to go ahead and zone to Harry Underworld. So people are disappearing, and it's time for us to reappear in Mariston. And the dialogue for this is going to be brought to us by Harry Underworld of the Britannian Mining Company.
Yep, we still got about 10 more people to zone.
Yeah, so just give people a minute or two. Harry, if you would go ahead and go into walk mode for this, and I will be following you. I have to step away from the computer for 2 minutes.
All right. All right, so welcome everybody. My name's Harry Underworld. I'll be speaking for us. Right now, Xavier Starfall, our Vice President of BMC, is just doing an introduction about our town. We're basically set up a temporary location here while our head town is being constructed, Blackrock Cove. We've had to spread out until that point and make our usual business contacts. He's ready to lead the tour. First, we'll be starting off in our market area, and our crafting area.
This is really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got vendors here.
So this is our marketplace where the good citizens of Novia come to purchase resources and tools and furniture.
And Grave God's Hammer is telling us that they are taking bulk orders for furniture.
Yes, and as you can see, we have various vendors selling their wares at this time. Always busy. For Britannian Mining Company, mining is only the beginning. Net would
like
like to
that
know how
from
much 738 wardrobes are worth. The BMC is
And
the
he wants them
largest
delivered on
mercantile
day
center
one.
guild in New Britannia. We offer superb merchandises at reasonable prices. The BMC will offer suppliers of refined commodities, gear service, and even some credit if we feel you are eligible. We have 10 player-owned towns involved in our marketing area, and hopefully more as time comes. We are not here to make money at a quick coin out of our clientele. We want to be a consistent and loyal service to all. We hope to conduct lasting business contacts with the largest of guilds or the newest of adventurers. And we're heading off to the next area now.
I stumped a merchant.
I just lost Jack Frost. He went AFK.
That's
You only kind of lost me.
we're in the next lot over.
I know. I still have Harry targeted.
Oh, okay. He got back up, did he?
Yes, I got up. And now I'm gonna like run away from you, and then I'm gonna run right back.
Sorry, Harry, I didn't. Your merchant wasn't actually ready for an order there.
He still should have had a number for you. If he knows what one
Alright.
costs, he should be able to
And
give you
this
a
is
bulk
our
number.
crafting area here. where our merchants and other workers learn to craft their merchandise, and it's always open to public use as well.
Looks great.
We also have a crafting fair which we run monthly in Owl's Head, which is open to anybody as well, which will actually be next Saturday this month.
Ooh, I found 3 BMC I didn't have added.
Right, now we're off to our next area. This building we're now in is the BMC Justice Hall, where our charters and laws are wrote, and also where we, if it ever becomes the case that punishments will be dealt, any grievances that are brought to us from other guilds or anyone against any of our guild matters, this is where this will be handled.
Did anyone else see that graphics glitch with Galus sitting beside me?
Yeah, I do actually. That's funny.
I have to get this on film.
You do. There's blackmail. Can be noted at this time too that BMC works within a charter, and we all have our chains of commands that we follow. I myself am just an event coordinator. I work with the guild and other guilds in working together between different events. Myself and Wind Silver Moon actually do it. We'll work with other guilds to help plan your events, to work with them, to coordinate. We work with people like Bambino who do PvP events. We make sure that if people need them, we have a ready supply of materials for spell casting, and repair kits are available so they don't have to zone back and forth all the time. Or sometimes we even help run the events when required. Amber is thanking us for a royal warrant, and again I will say publicly on air for BMC, we greatly accepted that and we're most grateful for it.
I heard a rumor that I'm getting a physical copy of that Royal Warrant.
Oh, that would be nice.
And we are now moving down the row of buildings here.
User joined your channel.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're live on the air.
I am indeed.
Good afternoon, Onus.
Good
Fish.
afternoon.
Fish.
Fish.
Fish. Why are we saying fish, by the way?
It's a requirement of this channel.
Fish.
You are accepted.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I thought we were moving on to the PMC's battle encampment.
Yeah, no, he decided to stop at the Capitol building first, so we're stopping at the Capitol building, which is where we have our officers' meeting hall, the presidential office, and where we would conduct business with other guilds for whatever mercantile relationships we would be discussing at that time.
Such as the sale of fish.
Exactly. We could probably get working on that as soon as I find out how to work those fishing rods.
Fish.
For our next stop, we are going to the battle encampment.
Our army encampment.
This is not as large as the one that was built on my property in release 615.
Release 16.
Yeah, release
We did not
15?
have time to gather up the 30,000 cotton balls that were required to
Yeah,
make the
it-
large encampment
it
this
was only
time.
7,000.
So we had to make a small. We had to make a smaller version this time.
User in your channel timed out.
So here we have the Yellow King, which is the army leader. We encourage guild members to join the militia in the event that we find ourselves in a hostile conflict. But mostly we are a neutral guild.
User entered your channel.
However, transporting a guild this size is never an easy endeavor. So far, Mariston seems to provide for our needs sufficiently. Plenty of game to hunt and ample space for our troops to train. Sadly, though, we're a bit short on ale.
That's what all those parties the BMC throws.
Well, the still is not currently active for NPCs or for player characters. It will be released in shortly, we hope.
As you can see, the soldiers are curiously incognito.
Since we're in the fishing room today, I'm going to share with you guys my favourite fishing song in the text chat.
Probably making their nightly run to Owl's Head to slake their thirst. He's calling the BMC a rowdy bunch.
Well, the BMC is a guild of crafters, and you know how rowdy they can be.
It's all Yellow King's fault why we're low on ale.
And we also have to have a shout out for River. She's our main decorator. And she does an awesome job. Alright, next we'll be heading over to one event that probably most PvPers and other people are familiar with. Will be the BMC Gridiron and Reception area.
I love this new arena.
Yes,
Now-
the new arena is very conducive to filming.
I have not actually witnessed a duel in the new arena yet. Did you want to go ahead and tell us about your experiences, Themo?
I don't actually enter this one because it's usually right when I'm going to sleep. I usually just sponsor a fighter.
Oh, okay.
And we have an active fight going on as we all gather around here.
That's Woodrow and Hook.
So Jack Daw Foxlawden is our ringmaster and BMC the Iron Grid event coordinator, and he's just being introduced to the crowd. He states that normally he would be standing here shouting, "Who's ready to see a fight?" Ever since he's taken the position of ringleader, he's had the pleasure of meeting many people within the guild and outside of the guild. He's telling that the event is every Sunday night. We have registration from 5 to 5:30. First blood is at 5:30. Hopefully you're enjoying our little demonstration down in the grid, in the cage there.